Now, people, the High Command of the Jamaica Constabulary Force JCF is confirming that 9 inmates have escaped from the Constant Spring Police lockup on August 19. One of the escapees has been recaptured by the police. He is 45 years old, David Roden of Malvern Avenue in Kingston. The escapees are Alonzo Espute, 19 years old of Cassava Peace in Kingston 8. He was charged with murder. Brandon Ennis, 27 years old of Belvedere Red Hills. He was charged with possession of a prohibited weapon. Talik Chambers, 23 years old of Burlington Avenue in Kingston 10. He was charged with identity theft. Donnie Douglas, 25 years old of Upper Oxford Street in Kingston. He was charged with wounding with intent, shooting with intent, and destruction of property. Frey Messias, 18 years old of Pinto in Stony Hill, St. Andrew. He was charged with rape. Richard Bishop, 19 years old of Olympic Way in Kingston. He was charged with burglary and larceny. Junior Anthony Barnes, a 31-year-old of Iron River in Golden Spring. He was charged with possession of a prohibited weapon and unauthorized ammunition. And Kamal Kelly, 25 years old of Mannings Hill District in Stony Hill, St. Andrew. He was charged with shooting with intent. The prisoners escaped by cutting their way through a grill and a door made of metal. You know, hear that, people? The prisoners escaped by cutting their way through a grill and a door made of metal. You know how long them a cut that door there? I know today, not yesterday, a long time. But it come true now. Police have one in custody still, so you know 8 is at large, and then soon grab them. The JCF is now appealing to members of the public who may have information on the whereabouts of these escapees to contact the Constant Spring Police at 876-924-1421, Police 119 emergency number, anonymously to Crime Stop at 311 or the nearest police station. Persons are also reminded that it is an offense to harbor criminals. The JCF assures the public that every effort is being made to swiftly resolve this situation, and further updates will be provided as the operation progresses. Now, people, I have one voice note to play. Make all I want to hear it. And this voice note is from Cliff Hughes' morning show. After the PNP manifesto, someone by the name Troy called in on the Cliff Hughes morning show, and people, he was giving his insight on the manifesto, and he is stating reasons as to why Jamaicans should vote for the JLP. I not really talk long because this voice note is very long, so let me play, make you hear, and you guys can leave your thoughts in the comment section.
Our next call is Troy. Good morning.
Yeah, manners and respect in Mr. Hughes. Big up yourself, it's easy now.
Yes, manners and respect too.
Mr. Hughes, what year ago, because we check through the manifesto, see?
You check through what?
The manifesto, man.
The manifesto?
Yeah, man. Substance, them get a D, farm, them get a B+. What you know, Mr. Hughes? The Senate issue, where they in the manifesto. Some time ago, about 2 months ago, the General Secretary was heard promising Lawrence Rowe a seat in the Senate if him give up the MP seat when I run for the Central Kingston. That's how it go.
Yes.
The PNP have 8 Senate seats based on our Constitution. It's 21. GLP have 13, PNP have 8. Lawrence Rowe was promised a seat. The PNP said they want to extend it to give Maroons and Rastafarians special recognition and Senate appointments and people from the diaspora. So what you know, the PNP did really a deal with representation. Why? Them never have a Maroon in a them 8-member Senate in a them last cycle. Why them never have a Rastafarian, because Damian Crawford clearly not a Rastafarian. Why them never have a Rastafarian prioritizing of them 8 members of the Senate? Who they adding it were political acts of the PNP to voice the expressions of the PNP, not to represent any form of inclusivity. Now they're saying that they're pushing for inclusivity. Now, in my mind, if you want Lawrence Road there in the Senate, but Lawrence Road not good enough to be an MP, that means that you don't value the Senate, Mr. Hughes. You try water down the thing. You see the heights?
You know, I'm here listening to you, and I'm saying to myself, where you come up with this formula? Where you come up with this formula?
Mr. Hughes, me might not be a PhD, you know, but me, I'm on the meds the thing. Come and watch the thing unfold.
You meds it.
Of course, me I meds it. Then in Jamaica, we say, Mr. Hughes, it's not about JLP or PNP, it's about Jamaica, you know, my general.
Yes. A
Mr.
meds,
Hughes.
and your meds, it means you think about it.
Then we don't have to think about country, Mr. Hughes, man. Mr.
Very
Hughes.
good. Very
Mr.
good.
Hughes.
I am encouraged that you are thinking. Yes, that is what we want all of us to do more of. Because you have a point when you say that, listen, the PNP didn't have to wait until September 3 to come up or put into place initial steps, yeah, to start to demonstrate to the people of Jamaica that, listen, we are going to lead the way and put a Rastafarian into the Senate. They will tell you, though, Troy, that based on the present composition of the Senate, and this is what you should factor in, you should factor in that the 13 government senators, 8 opposition senators, is based on ensuring that the government can be kept in check if it intends to use its partisan members, all partisan, to pass laws that may be controversial. You know of that mechanism, right? That you need 2/3 in the Senate.
2/3 majority.
Right.
But watch I know.
So hold on. Let me finish the point. So if they were to go for a Rastaman or a Maroon, they will have had to ensure that the Rastaman and the Maroon is a loyal comrade who won't break the party line or defy the party whip. Do you understand?
Yes, Mr. Hughes.
All right. So you have to take that into consideration. They would have had to take that into
Well, then
consideration.
pretty much I sure with them is that they are no less partisan than the people who they are trying to make not partisan. Because in order to fix partisanship, they are promoting partisanship instead of inclusivity.
Then brethren, who are going to do that first and put you at and put themselves at a disadvantage?
Mr. Hughes, the PNP were in opposition.
Yes.
The PNP could easily, in the final year of their opposition tenure, appoint somebody from the Rastafarian community or from the Maroon community. If them did serious, because that would not significantly impair bills moving through the House, Mr. Hughes. What that would do is demonstrate if they were serious about inclusivity. What they're doing now, Mr. Hughes, is pandering to votes. And because they want curry favor, unintended, because they want curry favor with certain specific groupings in the society, because there are certain seats where the Maroons might be critical, Mr. Hughes, in determining the outcome of an election.
You know, so I can't argue with you. You make a damn good point.
Mr. Hughes, make a move from that, lift up fast.
Hold on there, man. Hold on there. We're up on the break. And try your name?
Yes, I.
Where you come from?
Mr. Hughes, say, I come from down at Westmoreland still. But me there in the town, in a town me there right now, still in a Kingston, you see.
Where you vote there?
Mr. Hughes, me vote there at Westmoreland, man.
So you go back to Westmoreland and go vote?
Them no must go cast my ballot, man, because I have a gentleman who leave Northwest St. Anne, where him grew up, born and grew, and was a representative, lose the seat, and instead of staying with the people them where him grew with and representing the people, the man leave and a forward on a Westmoreland. When we have a youth down at Westmoreland in Mr. Lawrence, who born and growing at the space, and PNP been in power down there for over 30 odd years. We've been voting for PNP and we're not seeing a development. So why should we reject Lawrence and bring in a man who run left in place? Better them call him date and scramble.
No! You're not ordinary, brethren. What you say? Date and scramble?
Date and scramble. You born and grow in a place, Mr. Hughes. The greatest thing you can do is represent a place there as a parliamentarian. So how is it that you lose the seat and then leave and go, I want different parish altogether? No more scramble and scramble. Or gamble and gamble.
No. Troy.
Yes, Mr. Hughes.
So you're from Westmoreland.
Eastern.
Eastern Westmoreland. That is a seat where the incumbent is Danny Lawrence.
Lawrence, man. Yeah, man, a quiet youth, you know, them youth, they're not trouble people, them youth, they're running bus thing, and a whole heap of bus and taxi thing, them youth, they usually involved in a beat. Them man, they are true, them man, they're too flamboyant and make nice, make people kind of underestimate him, you know, but he's a quiet storm, you know, Mr. Youth.
Him is not a youth, though. A big
You
man.
don't know we're talking at the street. Then Marky Golding now call himself a humble youth and him a 50-year-old, Mr. Youth.
Oh, please.
Everybody I try to identify with the youth, you know, Mr. Youth.
Oh, forever young.
Yes, I.
But no, seriously now, your take on what's happening in that constituency, because it's a PNP constituency in the sense that the voting over the years indicate that the PNP has a significant majority, in East Westmoreland. It's the old seat of former Prime Minister P.J. Patterson, yes? And in fact, Patterson lost it only once, in 1980, against the principal school teacher, Euphemia Williams. And the PNP has not lost it since, except for when Danny Lawrence beat Luther Buchanan. Is it Luther Buchanan down there?
Yeah, but watch I know, Mr. Hughes. Luther Buchanan lose by less than about
11 votes? 11 votes, I think.
11 votes. If a man lose by 11 votes, Mr. Hughes, in a state where you consider a PNP bastion, how is it logical that you can remove that man from the seat and bring a man who lose by 2,000 votes from his own community, Mr. Hughes? If the people in your community where you born and grow with reject you because them think you're not doing the work, and 2,000 plus people vote in excess of a vote for you, how you will replace a man who lose by 11 votes in a PNP stronghold? It is seem like the PNP thing that because Mr. Scramble is the General Secretary, that they should find for him a quote-unquote safe seat. But the seat can't safe if the PNP lose them space because Danny Lawrence are run the race. You understand?
Wow. Me can't argue with you, you know. You come out for me this morning.
Mr. Hughes, we are pre the thing in the street, you know. I 18 straight here. No government can't bring no real change in the country with one term. And the reality that. So, we see 18 straight year a PNP unbroken governance, Mr. Hughes. In the 18 year of unbroken governance, my general, here we go on. The greatest financial meltdown in the country's history, while the Caribbean and the rest of Latin America were experiencing financial boom. Jamaica was dealing with FinSA. Jamaica became the murder capital of the world during the 1990s. That was the period of PNP dominance, Mr. Hughes. Infrastructurally, Jamaica never advanced during the 90s. Project Jamaica is not a PNP thing or a GLP thing. It's our thing. And we have to face reality. Them people are there for 9 years and them deal with the 100-year pandemic, father. 100-year pandemic. COVID-19 shut down the economy and the country for about 2.5 years. No public sector worker not get laid off. Them not get no pay cut during COVID. The government reduced the debt to GDP from 120% to 60%. Crime rate is now 42%, 25-year low. Then why should Jamaica turn them back on a government who in 2 terms have been faced a 100-year pandemic when no other government never have to deal with? Why should we, logically now, turn our back on that government? When them start fooling themselves, they will not vote them out. But right now, they must do the work.
The Labour Party needs to be in touch with you.
Mr. Hughes,
you just gave them
LP, you know. Mr. Hughes, we deal with logic. Mr. Hughes, we not got campaign for no single political party. But we are deal with a logic in the street. And when we see foolishness, we have to call it out. I hear Damian Crawford, who is supposed to be a mathematical genius, saying that the PNP plan for school bus or for transport youth cost 1.4 billion. When I do the maths, 20,000 youth at $500 a day at 190 days in the school year, because that's what the law prescribes, is $1.9 billion. So all the maths genius I tell us are 1.4. I hear Damian Crawford that tell us when he take the 11.4 billion and give back to NHT, the PNP will make up for it in taxes.
That's what he said?
Then I hear him on George show on CVM. George a reason with him. I hear him with Chevron and George ask him, what am I going to do for fill the gap? And he say, yeah, we can deal with it. We'll get it from taxes and other places.
Oh.
Mr. Hughes, we have to use the brain. Jamaica right now is far better than it was 10 years ago. It's not perfect. Enough things need to fix. But I can't support putting in some people who are dealing with pandering for political expedience. KD Knight say when Mark Golding a run, the man said Mark Golding bringing alien principles to the PNP. Principles of trying to garner support by playing on the needs of the delegates and question the man's integrity. Now, if that is localizing at the PNP, why should we nationalize it in Jamaica? We're not depend them thing there. Mr. Hughes, me now hold up your line still, because I also me house in the street, but we link, man.
Hold on, where you hustle? What kind of hustle you do?
Buy and sell some things, man. You don't know. We are get a youth, you know.
Where your goods where you buy and sell? What kind of goods?
T-shirt, underpants,
T-shirt,
socks and them things. We're there in the street, Mr. Youth. We link, man. I call George them too, man. So you hear me, man.
Okay. All right, sir.